in an abusive relationship with my dog. My 22-pound, 15-inch tall Welsh Terrier, Driss, began his reign of terror 4 years ago. Before I adopted Driss, I envisioned how idyllic my life would be if only I had a dog, my own furry best friend. I daydreamed about eating gluten-free pancakes at Hugo's, while my faithful companion rested at my feet. I imagined sunny hikes at Runyon, while my buddy bounded along at my side. It seemed like all my friends had fur babies. I constantly felt left out of all the dog play dates and the dog birthday parties. I desperately wanted to be a part of that world. I never had a dog before, but I yearned for one ever since I was little. When I was 10, I was convinced I'd find a puppy underneath the Christmas tree. I tore open my last gift, sure that this was finally my moment, only to find a dog puppet. It didn't even look like a dog. It was some ratty, brown, faux fur thing sewn into a tube with googly eyes, haphazardly hot glued on. But that didn't deter me. I walked around for months with that stupid, fuzzy mutt puppet nestled in my arms, pretending to make it cuddle and bark. It was sad. But now, here I was, allegedly an adult, and no hound-hating parents around to crush my dreams. After graduation, I sensibly waited. The untamed, drunken years of my early 20s did not fit with the responsibility of having a pet. But eventually, I had a decent job and had settled down a bit, and that meant the time had come. I contacted a rescue for Welsh Terriers, and soon after, they called to tell me a retired show dog was available. He'd won all sorts of awards all around the country, even a big prize at Westminster. I was impressed. I mean, a show dog had to have serious training and impeccable obedience, you would think. I neglected to focus on why his owners of 7 years had suddenly given him up, citing something about aggressive herding behavior and nipping at their ankles. I ignored the red flags. I was getting a Welshie of my own. On my second day with Driss, he bit me. He has really, really sharp teeth. Fangs, actually, is the more accurate word for them. I quickly discovered that Driss was surly and stubborn. He was kind of a dog bully. But my boyfriend at the time, Scott, had seen a couple episodes of The Dog Whisperer and therefore considered himself a leading authority on the subject. He analyzed the situation. "He's totally alpha-dogging you," he concluded. I tried to deny it, but Scott was right. Driss was the leader of our little wolf pack. But despite our rocky start, I was still eager to join the ranks of happy canine owners. So one day, Scott and I proudly marched my little show dog into the Laurel Canyon Dog Park, which, as an LA dog owner, is the place to see and be seen. It was finally happening. But instead of doing normal dog stuff like humping a poodle or chewing on some disgusting tennis ball, Driss made a beeline for the biggest dog in the park, a pit bull snoozing under a tree. I chased after him, my heart pounding, and watched helplessly as Driss fiercely pounced. By the time I got to them, the dogs were locked at each other's throats. I was screaming, totally out of my mind. Bystanders were freaking out. Eventually, Scott and the other owner were able to pry open the dog's jaws and tear them apart. People surrounded me, expressing their sympathies and concern for Driss, the perceived victim. "Oh my God, is he hurt? You should sue. Those damn pit bulls should not be allowed in here." Driss curled up innocently in my arms, his little pink tongue adorably peeking out. "Oh, he's just darling, like a living teddy bear," a woman exclaimed. I grumbled. Soon after, we tried bringing Driss to a restaurant. He bit the waiter's leg. Scott forked over $20 to the poor guy, hush money, and we got the hell out of there. Part of the issue is that Driss really is cute. He does look like a teddy bear. People think he's smiling at them, but I know that look well. He's not smiling. He's snarling. Driss appears so calm and unassuming that people never realize that he's a little asshole. Within the first couple years of Driss, he nipped everyone from my friend's husband at a barbecue to a random homeless man at Walgreens. I slowly gave up trying to socialize him with either dogs or humans. So while he's no longer terrorizing the streets of LA, at home, things aren't any better. I I often feel like a hostage in my own apartment. I'm constantly on edge, lest I behave in a way that will piss Driss off. One time I committed the mortal sin of accidentally knocking the remote off the couch. It fell with a clatter onto the hardwood floor. Driss charged at me, teeth bared. Sorry, Driss, I'm so sorry. I apologize, putting my hands up like I was surrendering for the police. Driss glared at me, weighing his options, deciding whether that would be the day he murdered. Please, Driss, it's okay. I'm so clumsy and stupid, and you're so sweet. Driss slowly backed off, watching me, giving me a look like, don't let that happen again. That sort of thing happens a lot. It's a huge production just trying to go to bed every night. Driss guards the entrance to my bedroom. I have to beg him to allow me to enter. Michael, boy, how are you, sweet pea? You're the best doggy in the whole wide world. I love you so much. He responds with vicious growls, ferociously snapping at me like a rabid beast, his teeth just missing my shin as I lunge into bed. It's like a deleted scene from the Stephen King movie Cujo. Once ensconced in the safety of my blankets, I am feebly trying to assert myself as the alpha. Bad job, bad. No, you stop it right now, mister. I'm taking you straight to the sausage factory and you're not coming home. My threats are futile and he knows it. Driss sleeps sprawled out in the doorway of my bedroom, effectively trapping me inside. Getting up to go to the bathroom or get a drink of water. Out of the question. It's safest to wait till dawn. Once Driss stirs, he allows me to carefully lean down and rub his belly. After 30, 45 minutes or so, he lets me tiptoe past and begin my day. I'm late for work a lot. I don't have sex anymore. Driss does not like me having sex with anyone. There have been too many close calls with penises. Yes, I've tried trainers and classes and specialists in bad behavior. Nothing works. Driss is set in his ways, and now at 11 years old, which is like 77 years old in dog years, I don't think he's going to change. But no matter what, I can never understand how Driss's previous owners lived with him and cared for him, and then one day drove him to a shelter and surrendered their pet of 7 years. Driss is my family. I grew up in a dysfunctional family, so maybe that's why this screwed up relationship feels like home. You don't choose your family. And I didn't choose to have freaking Cujo as my roommate. But you learn to live with the hand you've been dealt. And besides, Driss bites other people far more than he bites me, so it's gotta mean something. On the rare occasion Driss rests his head in my lap and drifts off to sleep, sweetly snoring, I feel a surge of tremendous love in my heart for this grouchy little creature. And in those moments, I allow myself to think maybe he really does love me too. But I stay still, fighting the impulse to wake him so I can kiss his furry little beard. I'm not stupid. I have to remember, don't move a muscle, and I won't get hurt.